Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Navadine here. If you're new, come one, come all. And if you're a long-time subscriber, you know me love you like cook food. So let's get into the video.
Personality, everything you do, it's me love, everything about you. Your smile, your style, so fly.
Today I'm actually just going to talk about two fragrances that have been spoken about so much. Kayali's Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar to Miami Nectar by Ellis Brooklyn. I've moved, and since not being in the UK, it's hard for me to get my stuff on time. So this is going to be a pattern. I'm just going to start off with the Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar by Kayali. I had to figure out just a travel size because I had to sniff it. I'm a Kayali fanatic. And you know, I could not help but mention the Label by Jean-Paul Gaultier. Yes, these definitely smell alike. When you spray, the opening is the same. That pear note in it, it smells identical to Label. But one thing I like with Kayali, a lot of times they will do fragrances that people liken to other fragrances, but the way they do it always has its own twist to it. As you can see, my Label has barely budged. This is a fragrance that I do like. However, just adding that bubblegum note that's in the Kayali's one just makes it a bit more enjoyable for me. That bubblegum note is pretty nostalgic. I know a lot of time people think that marketing plays on our mind, and I think to some extent it does. You think you smell something because you've seen it played out in marketing. However, also, if I couldn't smell it, I'd just say I can't smell it. You know what I would want Kayali to do? Come out with a fragrance in a white bottle, didn't tell us any of the notes, and call it shh. I don't even want the marketing to be giving us any hints, and then have people come on and review the fragrance before they release the notes. Let's see how much we really know, because I don't pick up much of the other notes except the bubblegum note and that pear note. And sometimes that bubblegum note comes off to me like the jelly beans. Just like when I open a packet of jelly beans, it smells like that. I'll tell you definitely what it is nostalgic of to me. A bubble bath, a kid's bubble bath. So it doesn't smell kiddish, but it reminds me of a kid's bubble bath. Does that make sense? When I first heard people saying that it reminded them of Label, I was like, oh no, I already have Label and I'm taking so long to go through it. So I'm not going to really enjoy this. But Kayali's done it again, and there's something different in this that makes me prefer this to this. It also has an earthy quality to it. It's definitely more full body, more of a sweeter, syrupy pear, definitely stew pear. And this is just pear with the sugar thrown on top of it. It hasn't yet started to cook in the oven. Does that make sense? I only own 3 other fragrances with a pear note in there, and I go through them very slowly. So it's not that I don't like pear, but I don't think it's my favorite note. I have Deja Vu's White Flower, and though I've grown to love this fragrance, it also has a pear note in it. And I've bought this from either 2020 or 2019. And as you can see, that's a long ass time to still have this amount of juice, because regardless of how many fragrances I have, I can go through them like that. Does it last on my skin? Not strongly or anything, but if I do put my nose to my clothes, I can smell it. I don't smell it in the air around me when I spray it, even after 15 minutes, 10 minutes. Once I've initially sprayed it, I don't smell it. I haven't received any compliments, but it's something that I do enjoy. I will wear it out as an easy reach, and I will definitely layer this with other fragrances. I take first impression Kayali reviews with a grain of salt, because I always find that their fragrances change. I'm wondering how this will fare as it sits a little longer. I also am not going to tell you if you have one throughout the other. It just depends on your mood. Sometimes you feel for something heavier and a little bit juicier, thicker, sweeter. And then sometimes you feel for something just a little bit more light, less serious. So it depends. If you're in love with Label and you don't mind having something that is almost like a flanker to Label or like a baby sister to Label, then you can definitely get this. Sometimes you like a fragrance and you don't realize how much you're going to love it until you start playing around with it. I just want to put these little myths aside though. People have been saying that it smells just like the Wedding Silk Santal. And if you've been trying to get the Wedding Silk Santal and that you can't get it, that you can just buy the new Vanilla Rock Candy. No, it ain't the same thing. It ain't the same thing. This is my second bottle, y'all. Don't be fooled. This one, actually, I can smell this one at the moment. I hate wasting. Okay, sorry. I had a moment there because the spray just went. I smell an earthiness to this as well that I never smelled. It's more like stem. I never picked that up before. What do I have on my skin? I don't really love that. But anyway, I am picking up like literal stem. When I've bought flowers before and I'm putting them in water and I cut the ends of the stems to put them in the water and the plant food. Yeah, I'm smelling that. But the sweetness that is on top of this, you literally smell sugar. And I've said in my review before that it reminds me of simple syrup or like wet sugar. And people also say that it smells just like their vanilla 28. I don't agree. Also, we're going to move on to Miami Nectar by Ellis Brooklyn. This is the little travel size that I got. I'm enjoying this, guys. Oh, I just sprayed it over a cut. I would say this is something that I enjoy. It's still not something that I would recommend anyone run out and buy, but I never really recommend a lot of fruity fragrances to people to run out and buy because I feel like you can find those everywhere. It's normally a little bit of my spicy fragrances or my oud fragrances that I find give me a little bit of a oomph or difference. But fruits, pineapples, pears, apples, you can find that everywhere. And a lot of the times they tend to smell a little similar. This has a cotton candy kind of scent to it, definitely in the dry down. And when you spray it as well, it has a kind of sweet citrusy scent. I don't know if pineapple is a citrus, but it, because of that juicy pineapple that's in it, it's as though you had some kind of a drink and then on the rim of the pineapple drink, they put cotton candy around the rim. So then when you're drinking the pineapple drink, you're getting a bit of that cotton candy with it. That's what it smells like to me. It doesn't necessarily remind me of pina colada or anything, but something even brighter. This is not a pina colada scent. This is not creamy to my nose or anything. It's a bright, fresh, tropical pineapple drink with cotton candy on the rim. I enjoy wearing it. Definitely has a nice, juicy, not overly sweet pineapple. It has a sweetness from a pineapple, but you know, pineapple also has that bit of tanginess in it that makes your mouth water even before you bite it. It's pretty juicy. It's really nice. This also, I don't find lasts on me, on my skin, on my clothes, lotion, no lotion, fresh out the shower, anything. But it's just an enjoyable scent. For the summer, if you're looking for anything new, I definitely think that these are good ones to pick up. Especially for us perfume fanatics. These are still good buys. Also, I have no pineapple fragrances in my collection at the moment. So that's it, guys. I hope even though it's late that you still cared about what I thought about the fragrances, because I know that I still watch people even if they put it up like really, really late. So I hope you like this video, guys, and I hope I see you guys in my other videos and watch some of my reviews if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.